Viewers, don't forget to like and subscribe. Sports chat and all that. I'm just saying though, how y'all feel about Charles Oakley saying that Jalen Branson is the greatest of all time since what Clive Fraser? You feel me? And I'm just saying though, just to say that the fact that Charles Oakley played with Patrick, for 10 years. I mean? Patrick Ewing played for the New York Knicks for 15 years. You feel me? And, I don't know. I don't know if there's a little beef or there's a little ruption going on, which I know there was a, commotion with Oakley at the Garden, and I guess, Oakley claimed that Patrick didn't have anything to say or didn't say anything about anything. You feel me? So I guess, at the end of the day, what Oakley had to say about Patrick not having anything to say about him when that commotion happened at the Garden, I think that was kind of foul though, for real. I think that was like a red flag for Patrick. I ain't going front. You feel me? You got to call a spade a spade. But at the end of the day, Mark Jackson, who also played, with Patrick, was the one that, came to his refuge and shit. He the one that was standing up for Patrick, I should say. So viewers, I was just saying though, how y'all feel about that? Leave a comment. And this what this what Mark had to say
just
about
recently
the whole
in the news,
situation.
Our friend and former teammate Charles Oakley, and I'm not asking you to comment on it, I'll handle this. We love Oak. Oak's a warrior, tremendous teammate, tremendous guy. But Oak made the statement that Jalen Brunson is the greatest New York Knicks basketball player since Clyde Frazier. Time out. Are you kidding me? Again, I love you, Oak, but what are we doing? Let me introduce you again to the greatest, not just since Clyde Frazier, the greatest New York Knicks basketball player of all time. That includes everybody. You put everybody that ever played in the blue and orange, and you put them on the draft board, the number one pick is Patrick Ewing. So that's nothing against Jalen Brunson and what he's been able to accomplish and the incredible year that he's put together and what he's going to do moving forward. But it is beyond question, no question, that this guy is the best to ever do it in blue and orange.
Well, I really appreciate that. But, I'm not going to get in. I love Oak. Oak has done, we've had some great years together. I always called him my hitman because anything physical, anything dirty, he was going to take care of. Jalen is a great player, and I'm happy for his success. I'm happy for the success of the New York Knicks. I'm happy for the success that Tom is having with that team. But I try not to get involved in all that.
Yeah, I don't want you to get involved.
Who's better? Who's this? Is it myself? Is it Clyde? Is it
it's you.
Willis?
It's you. And I watched those guys, and they're great. And I loved them growing up, and they were heroes of mine.
Right.
But it's you.
No, but I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I appreciate that.
And you call Oak your hitman. How about we was on a plane once, right? And we were throwing grapes.
Oh yeah,
at Sidney Green.
Lord.
So everybody throwing grapes at Sidney Green. He's sitting in front of us. So now Sidney turns around and says, "Hit me with one more grape. I'm coming back there and knocking somebody out." That was me, Rod Strickland, Pete Myers, Charles Oakley, Gerald Wilkins. So we say at the count of three, we're gonna throw another grape. So everybody got a grape in their hand. 1, 2, 3. Hits him in the head with about 9 grapes. Sidney Green has the opportunity to come back there and go after me at 6'4", Rod Strickland at 6'4", Gerald Wilkins at 6'6", anybody else. Being from New York, he decides to go after the biggest, baddest dude. Never got to Charles Oakley. Before he got to him, a right hand hit him. We admitted we on a plane.
On the team plane?
On the team
Oh,
plane.
no, that's crazy. That's crazy.
So back then, the media used to travel on the plane with us. Remember that?
Yes.
The media used to travel on the plane with us. So, of course, we had that big old brawl. So in the back page of the paper the next day, that's all they talked about. So Pat Riley, the media can no longer be on the plane with us because of these guys.
Yeah.
Oh, Rick Pitino was the coach.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, Rick could not be on the plane with us anymore.
That's how Oak was moving?
Man,
Oh yeah, look.
Yeah.
So hey, Oak was he was a bad man when it
Yeah.
comes to throwing those hands. We're Xavier McDowell's playing in Seattle.
yeah.
He played in Seattle and then ended up playing with us for a year. So they got into it in the Garden one night, and Oak busted him up, bloody, busted him. It was ugly. And X was like, Patrick, and I'm gonna get you too. I'm like,
Why
how you gonna come in here? I'm trying to break it up. But that's the type of teammate Oak was. You know, he was physical. He had your back. You know, I enjoyed, my time with him in New York. It's unfortunate the things that has happened after, but all of that stuff. I wish him the best, and I try to stay away from all that.
The funny thing is when we threw the grapes, the next day, Coach Pitino said he's going to bring everybody in and he's going to find out who threw the grapes, and then there's going to be issues. Now, I'm his guy. So all of these guys thinking, oh, Jack's going to rat. Jack's going to rat. So I get in the morning. I'm the first one he wants to see. He got me in the office. He's like, I'm a rookie. He's like, who threw the grapes? I need to know. I'm like, Coach, it's too much pressure. It's hot in the streets, man. I can't help you. I cannot help you, man. I came out the meeting, all eyes on me in the locker room.
Did you snitch?
So great.
Mark Jackson, love, like, and subscribe.